Hello guys, again welcome back. So guys, in this video we will learn the Linux file hierarchy structure. This is very important topic, right? So friends, we have installed Linux, right? So you will have to know what is the Linux file hierarchy structure. So all the entire structure your Linux is installed this uh, forward slash. You know what is the forward slash? Now come to the point. This is a forward slash. Your Linux install in this forward slash. And in this forward slash, you can see this is a root directory, or you can say this is the root partition. And friends, most probably think what I'm saying. Most of the directories, under this root, you have multiple subdirectories. So this is the primary hierarchy of the root directory. You can see this is the root directory. And now you can go inside this forward slash and you can see multiple number of subdirectories. So every single file and directories start from the root directories. So you can see this is, you can say that this is the parent directory also. What is parent? I will discuss with you in coming videos. So forward slash root is the root directory, and you can go in this terminal. So I'm going to open my terminal here, and friends, go inside this terminal. I'm going to open Zeno hyphen and terminal, and now you can see, okay, cd. I'm going to enter in the forward slash. Now use pwd. I am inside the forward slash. This is the root directory. And use ls. You can see here multiple subdirectories. So friends, here 19 by default subdirectories inside the forward slash. Now come to the paint section. So here I will discuss each and everything. What is this? Meaning of these all these root directories, yeah. So this is a bin directories, dev directories, home directories, lib64, and similarly mnt and proc, and similarly here run directory and srv and temp and where. Similarly here a boot directory and etc, similarly lib and media and opt, and another one is root and sbin sys. So all these are subdirectories. By default is 19 subdirectories. And if you want create more directories, so easily you can create. So I will discuss in further to you. Okay, so this is a subdirectories. Now friends, what is the use case of in these subdirectories? This is very important. So every directories, this bin is under the forward slash. This is the root directories. Okay, so this is the file hierarchy structure. So suppose that you want to move in one directory to another directory, you will have to use cd command. I will discuss to you. But what is the meaning of this forward slash? This is the root directory. And friends, you can see here one more root directory is here. What is the meaning of this root directory? This is the home directory, where this is the root home directories forward slash. Suppose that you are going to execute some task in the terminal. So every command is stored in this root directories. So this is the particular directory of this root. You cannot enter in this root directory, right? So similarly we will discuss one by one what is the use case of all these directories. Now come to the point. Number one section is the bin directories, right? What is the use case of bin directories? So now come to the point. Bin, here all the commands are stored. This is the binaries. All command would be stored inside this bin, right? It is a bin directory. You can say this is the binary file. So in this file, you are going to create any user. You are going to create a user, putting deleting user, and you are going to modify any file directory. Each and everything is stored in this binaries. It means all the commands are stored in this bin section. right? So you can go inside the terminal and see first go and you can go and cd slash bin. Now you can use ls and see here all the commands are stored inside these binaries, right? And similarly friends, now come to the back section and what is the dev. Now in this dev directories, as we attach whatever hard disk, pen drive. Okay, so all the device we are going to mount, we are going to format device and mount device. So each and everything will be stored in this dev directory. So you are going to create a partition, you are going to assign a file system, so each and everything will inside the tab directory. And similarly friends, now come to the home directory. But friends, please remember, this is a individual's user's home directory. Suppose that I'm going to create a user. Suppose that I'm going to create a user. One is Sunil1 and as user second is Sunil2. So when I will create two users, so this is home directory of individual user, right? Sunil home directories will be home, and it's Sunil 2 home directories will be the personal home directory. So they cannot enter inside the home directories. Okay, now let's go ahead and next one is the lib64. What is the meaning of this lib64? Libraries. It's contain the system libraries. All the 64 bits libraries is stored in this lib64. And similarly, friends, now come to the mnt. So all the mount point is stored in this mnt directories. Okay, so you can go in this cd and go inside the mnt directory, so you can see everything here in this mnt directory. So there is no my mount point so far, so there is not showing. So mnt, in the meaning of this, all the mounting file is stored in this mnt directory. Mount point for temporary media like floppy disk and cd-rom, pen drive, whatever you are going to format, everything will be in this mnt directory. And friends, now come to the proc. Here this is the uh, proc file system. You can see this is the process file system. It's a virtual file system and created only when the system boot and you are going to suppose that you are going to reboot your system. All the process are stored in this prompt directory. So maybe all the process information like that cpu is running here, and memory information and cpu information, each and everything will be this proc directories. You can go and check what is kind of process is working. Now I'm here and now use ls command, so you can see all the process. Now see, I want to see the information about the memory info. So you can use cat and memo info, so you can see about your memory information. See here, this is the memory, total number of memories, and it's free and available, and buffer and the cache, everything in this proc directories. Now come to the point, another section. This is the run directories. Here you can see all the runtime data in here, right? So you can go in this cd and run directories and you can see a multiple samash, and this is all the runtime data is here. Okay, you can see here multiples lib word logs, all the logs are generated in your in this run directories. Okay, all the runtime data in this run directories. Now let's go ahead. And friends, now come to the next section of the srv here. So now you know friends, what is the SRV? You will have to know first of all this directory store the data of the services. All the running services in the system you can see in the SRV here. For example, it's hold the data if a server is running on the operating system. Yeah, your server is going to running, so you can go in SRV section, you can see. So let's see the example in cd and srv, and you can use ls. So there is no any server is running right now. So when you will server is running, so you can go in this directory and you can see. And similarly, next another directory is the temp. You know what is the temp directories? All the temporary data is stored in this temp directories. This temp, you can say this is the temporary directory and hold the temporary files of the application running on the system. Any kind of running application is temporary, we will store in this temp directory. Go inside the temp directory, you can see ls, and see here all these are temporary data. Okay, program, you can delete, no problem. All are these temporary data. Okay, now come to the next section is the var variable data. You know what is the meaning of var? This is the variable directories, and that contains the file and folders, uh, and the size expected to the increase and pass the time of the system usage. Okay, all the variable data is stored here. There is no fixed, it will change and vary time to time accordingly. You can go in the var directory, you can see variable data, and you can see ls. Here you can see the account related information, cache, and the logs, emails, run, and also you can see in the logs file. Okay, so you can see here and go in this log section, you can see all the logs are available in this log. Further I will discuss in this topic. Okay, and now come to the next section is after var, what is the boot directories. That is very important. All the booting file stored in this directory. Suppose that you are going to restart your system, so all the booting information will be stored in this directories. So this is the directory handle the ignition of the Linux operating system. And first of all, friends, you don't need to modify anything in this directory, otherwise you can't do anything unless you have administrator right. Suppose that you are going to changes any of these boot directories, so it would be correct. You should stay away from doing anything in this directory all, or because this is the boot directory, all the booting information inside this directories. Go inside this boot directories and you can see here multiples, yeah, system loader kernel. You know this is a kernel, right? Here we have installed the os and vm lineage. This is a loader, init, grub, each and everything is here available. All the run when you will reboot your system, so each and everything will boot from this section. Okay, grub file also available in this boot directories. And similarly come to the next section in the etc directories. You know what is the etc? This may seem a little bit funny, directory like that. What is the etc? Okay, so now go in this etc directories, but here you can see all the configuration files and folder in this etc directories. So here you can go this etc section, and all the configuration. Suppose that you are going to configuration server, you are going to any changes in the servers, so all the configuration file in this etc directories. So here you can go and you can check inside the etc. Now see, I'm going to enter slash etc, and first you can see here all the configuration file. And suppose that you are going to change any, suppose that you are the administrator of the company, and you have a full rights, right? So you can configure the server, right? Suppose that you are going to configure important part inside the server, so all the information will be stored in this etc directories. Suppose that you are going to define the host name, you are going to assign the ip addresses. Okay, you are going to uh, configure some server, FTP, Apache, and configuration. All the information will store in this etc directories, right? And now come to the next section. This is the also lib directories, libraries. Here we have discussed the 64 libraries contains here. Also, this is the contains the system binaries, contains the here all the shared libraries like that kernel modules. All the libraries is stored in this lib directories. Go and check one more time here lib section. You can go in the lib directories and see. Here you can see this is the firewall VMware. Okay, yeah, see you can see this is the kdump already we have discussed kernel crash dump already enabled in this libraries. So what is the purpose of lib directory? Suppose the lib directory contain those share images need to boot during the boot system and run the command in the boot file system by bin directories, bin or as bin. So all the data is stored in this section. Okay, so most of the time the primary function duties of bin, and as bin you know the all the libraries is stored here 32-bit and in this lib 64 bits binaries will be installed. And now come to the next section, media. You know what is the media? You know the media directories contain the subdirectories where the removal of media device, whatever you can remove CD or pen drive, and so you are going to insert into the computer you want mount. Suppose that, and for example you are going to insert CD on your Linux system directory. It will be automatically will be created inside this media directory. Suppose that I'm going to attach a pen drive. Okay, so it will mount automatically, and you can go in the media directory. You can see ls there is no any mounted file and folder here. So when you will go do this kind of activities, and further I will discuss in the partition topic. So we will mount and we will discuss there. And friends, now come to the next section. This is the opt here. So friends, here all the third-party software are stored here. Suppose that you are going to install a VLC media player, just kind of software will inside this OPT. All the third-party software. Suppose that you are going to install any additional packages in this system. So this is the come under this OPT directories. And friends, now come to the root directory. Already we have discussed. This is the home directory of this root directories, right? Suppose that you are going to create a normal user. Its home directories is home. So just see the example. Okay, I have already normal user, so I'm going to log into the normal user and see here now use pwd. So it will give the path slash home. It is the home directory of this user. The username is Sunil and it is the home directory. Suppose that Sunil is going to create any folder file, each and everything will be available this home directories. Okay, so I will discuss in the further coming videos, don't worry about that. And now the next section is the sbin. So here friends you will have to know the commands are stored inside this sbin system binaries. So here suppose that a root user going to execute some command, maybe servers going to under the maintenance, but who can maintain uh, conduct this maintenance? Obviously root administrator. So here all the binaries are stored, system binaries the root user execute. So all the commands and the binaries are stored in this sbin directory. You can say this is the system binaries. Suppose that the root user going to maintain or going to any changes, so each and everything will be as been. So this has been is also like that bin directory, but this used by the super user, not the normal user. Okay, so suppose that I am the normal user, I cannot changes anything in this. Okay, yeah, in there, in that case, I have a special permission to the normal user, they can execute the task like that same. Okay, now come to the next directory. This is the sys directory. You will have to know this directory is always created during the boot time. During the booting time, it's already created sys directories. So it is a virtual directories like dev, you can say, and it is the directory where you want to communicate to the kernel. So how you can communicate to the kernel? So already we have discussed, we heard about Linux is the kernel. How you can communicate to the kernel with the help of sys directories. You go one more time, go inside the sys directories, and you can see here ALS, and see here block and classes tab fs hypervisor, from where kernel you can go inside the kernel, you can see. Okay, cd and go kernel and use ls here, multiple configuration file security slab nodes here. Okay, and now here you now come to the next directory. This is the usr directory. This directories contains the applications installed and used by user, right? Suppose that I am a normal user, I am going to using any application. Okay, so all the information will in this usr directory. It is also, you can say that is also is a bean as bean and lib directories, right? So which is different from the super user, like that bin or has been is different. But here you can go usr, and friends, now you can see here the bin, all the binaries available here. Here you can see this games and including lib, also the lib 64 binaries here. But friends, you can see this, the blue, it is all the directories, and this is also directories, but color is changes. It means if there is a any kind of link is created. So coming videos I will discuss what is the link topic. Okay, so this is the file hierarchy structure, friends. Now suppose that I am right now, this is the home in this directories. For example, I am this dev directories and I want go this where directory. How I can change these directories? So you can use directly via cd command. So I'll discuss about the cd command. What is the cd, right? So use here pwd present working directories. Right now I am home and Sunil. So this is not the root user, normal user. So I am going to exit here. So now I am at the root user. Now use pwd. So it's so the forward slash, it's the root directory, and this is the home directory of the root user. Now you can list here each and everything is available here. So what I'm saying, how you can change the directories. I'm going to enter in the OPT directories. Now see pwd, I am at the pwd OPT directories. Now I want to move in temp directory. So directly you cannot go inside the temp. It will give the error, right? You will have to give the path, because already we have discussed the file hierarchy structure, right? So this is very important. So in this video, I am going to thanks, and coming videos we will start practical how to create directories, how to create file, each and everything. This is important file hierarchy structure, and further videos we will discuss more and more topic. Okay, so hope you guys and all the best, and thank you so much.